Hi guys, this is Kelly from Bond Machines, and today I'll be reviewing the Pfaff 260 sewing machine. Firstly, I want to thank all my customers and those that view my videos and my subscribers, your questions, your comments, and your recommendations. I want to say thank you so much and God bless you. Today I will be reviewing the Pfaff model 260. I actually did a formal review of the 230, and I was trying to get my hand on the design chart. That was why it took me a while to review this, but luckily I was able to get the design chart for the machine, which is 260. There's also a variant for the 261 and the 262. So they basically use almost the same mechanism, the same design pattern. So what works with this works also for 261 and the 262 models. Okay, right here I have a design which I actually already done. So I'll be doing this in the video and showing you how to thread the machine, how to operate the design, and how to work with it. All right. So firstly, this is a pretty decent machine. German, one thing with German products is they always have this complexity, and in terms of craftiness, they are pretty amazing. They take into detailing how they manufacture their product, and it's a very strong machine, very heavy at that. Okay, it's you can also use it with a treadle. All right. Now the machine, once you open it from here, the cap here, you can see the whole build, the mechanism. This is the embroidery mechanism, and you see the red dots you have here. That's where you oil the machine. Okay. The machine actually came with a manual, but it's written in German. And I'm sorry, guys, I don't understand German, so I'll be able to see if I can get the English version of the manual. But for now, this is how the machine works. Okay, you can actually replace it back and snapshot. All right. Now, I'll go with the reviews. This is the double thread stand. It uses double thread and twin needle. This here controls the embroidery mechanism. Okay, it has from numbers 13570. Okay, over here also you can also change that, just like the same 230 model. You can actually change this. Okay, follow the direction of the arrow. All right, this one here also is for the embroidery mechanism. Okay, it has from number 0 to 5. This one here also for the zigzag and buttonholes and embroidery mechanism also. So you have from number 0 to number 4. All right. Now this one here controls the embroidery mechanism too. When it's work, it goes up and down. Okay. This is the needle position, the middle, left, and right. Okay. This is the needle position. This for the stitch length regulator. Okay. It has from numbers 0 to 0.2 down to number 4. All right. While this is for the reverse. Okay. This one here controls the feed dogs. Okay. Bring it up and down when you want to do your free motion embroidery. This is for the lighting. Okay. Has a bulb underneath here. All right. So controls the lighting, and it uses just like the same 230 model, uses the Pfaff industrial shuttle and that of the bobbin. Okay. I actually brought out these needles. Uses these types of needles, which is the violin needles size. I think this should be 16. Yeah. This DB, HA, and the DB needles. And over here is the chart. Okay. We'll be following through this chart to sew any of the designs that we'll have here, just like I did here. Okay, on this material, on this. Okay, so I'll try the machine and go through the sewing process, and I'll show you other features of the machine. Okay guys, I already threaded the machine, and it's very easy to thread. So from here you pass it through a small hole here. Okay, then passes through this. The reason why it has a double thread, point here, hole here, is if you're using the twin needle and you have to use double thread, so you just pass it through there. The one goes through the up one and one goes through the down part. All right, so now the tool comes here and passes through the tension. Okay, the tension has the numbers, okay, which I'll explain shortly. Then passes through this, which is the hook or the carrier, the thread carrier here. Then passes through this place down to here, down to this hook down here. Then it goes, you thread from front to back. All right, now the machine uses the front oscillatory system, so that's why you thread from front to back, unlike other machines which I have reviewed that thread from left to right. So this one thread from front to the back. All right, so and a lot of questions my customers or those that watch my videos, they keep asking me about, do zigzag machine, do they sew the regular straight stitch? And the answer is yes. By default, most of these most machines that do zigzag and embroidery and other patterns, they do straight stitch as default. So I will demonstrate that in this video. Okay, now this one, when you want to sew the straight stitch, like I said earlier on, all these numbers, both the one on top, they have their functions. So this has to be on 0, this has to be on 0. This is the indicator here. Okay, this one is the indicator here. Now has to be on 0. Okay, now this here has to be on 0 too. All right, now this, like I said, is the stitch length regulator, and this for the back stitch. All right, okay, so I would sew a single straight stitch now, and and the zigzag also. So sewing my straight stitch now. So so guys, that's the straight stitch, the back and the front. Okay, now this tension it actually tightens the stitch. Okay, but for the purpose of this video, this is the indicator here. I'm going to leave it on 4. Okay, so because of the fabric type I'm using. Okay, you can actually increase the tension or reduce tension depending on the fabric type you're using and how loose you want the gathers or the thread to be. All right, so let's say I want to reduce the stitch length of the straight stitch to number 2. Okay, this is the indicator here. So so now you see this one is a little bit tinier than this. Okay, so now I would want to do the zigzag. If you want to do the regular zigzag for the machine, okay, you just come here and you turn this. So once you turn this from 0 indicator down to any of the from 1 to 4, you automatically sew in the zigzag stitch. All right, so I will leave it at 4, then I'll sew my regular zigzag. All right, so so that's for the zigzag. All right, okay, for the zigzag stitch. Okay, now I want to reduce the stitch length further. Let me use the number 1. All right, okay, so that's the number 1 stitch. See the perfect zigzag pattern. All right, so now if you want to sew any of the embroidered designs that I have on the chart, all right, I told you it comes with a chart, and this is what I have here. That's when you start working with these 2 knobs, this one up here and this one here. So firstly, what I would do is I want to start with number 1. Okay, so I come here, I can open this, and I turn this to, this is the indicator, the red dot here. I turn this to, just follow the direction of the arrow. I turn it to number 1. All right, so close it back. Then I come here and I turn this to number 1 also. You can use any of the numbers here, but I want to use number 1. Then from here I want to use number 4, and this I have to return this back to 0. Okay, so what I did now was just this one here. When I look at the chart, I think I want to sew this here. All right, so let me turn this. Okay, now if you look at this chart, it has A, which is this one has to be on 0. It's on 0 already. The B, which is the needle position, is on middle, or you can use left or right depending on. So let's use a left for this. Okay, now the C, which is this up one here, has to be on 4. I already put it on 4, and the D has to be on 1. D is the selector inside. So I want to achieve this design here. Okay, now to get a more perfect design, you need to start adjusting your stitch length. So let's say I want to use a 0.6. all right, so all right, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so guys, that is it. That's number this particular pattern here. So you can further reduce the stitch length to get a more closer stitch. I think I'll do that in the other stitch line I want to achieve right now. So I bring it down, I put it in the middle because I want to achieve this one here, you know, just this one. So A is 0, B is A is this 0, B is in the middle, which is the middle position. C is 4, which is this, and D is still on 1 there. Okay, so I want to further reduce the stitch length a bit, and so guys, that is it. Okay, you see, that's this design here. Okay, so let me randomly select one. Let's say I want to do, okay, let's do number 2. Then I do like 5 or 6. All right, so now I come here, I just change this one here to 2, snap it shut, and I'll leave everything as default. I just turn this one now to the left, which is the needle position, and now one thing you notice once you're doing the design, this goes up and down, and all right, so guys, see, that's the design, and that's this one here. So put this one, if you put it on the middle position of the needle position to the middle part, and once you sew right now, Okay, so see, this is it. All right, so if you're a designer, you sew fabrics and you actually want to do any of the design, you can actually do so, depending on the pattern you have in mind to do so. Apart from the charts, you can also do your own creative design and to get yours. All right, so I quickly want to do this last one for the purpose of this video. It's taking too much. I want to do this now. Okay, A is of course 0, B is to the left, and C is on 4, while D is on 5. So I come here and I change this to number 5. All right, this is 5, which is the indicator, and close it back, and let's see. So here, all right. Okay, so you see, that's another design on its own. So any of this you want to do that, you can achieve it. I'll make sure I have a lot of this chart so I can be able to get it for the other Pfaff machines I have. All right, and thank you so much for watching this video. Also remember to subscribe to my channel, and thanks so much for your questions. Just keep your comments and your questions coming in. I say God bless you and have a nice day. Thanks.